and a warm welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Hishain Ali. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Ports Authority stresses that no disadvantages agreements will be signed. Fitch ratings again recalibrated Sri Lanka to CCC from B-. News in detail. Fitch Ratings has recalibrated its Sri Lankan national rating scale to CCC from B- rating, which was issued on 27th of last month. Credit rating agency Fitch Rating has recalibrated its Sri Lankan national rating scale to reflect changes in the relative creditworthiness among Sri Lankan issuers following Fitch's downgrade of the country's sovereign rating to CCC from B-. The statement highlights that the recalibration will result in rating actions for some issuers with Sri Lankan national ratings. The Sri Lankan government had earlier rejected the downgrading by Fitch Ratings, saying it fails to recognize the robust policy framework of the new government. Finance Ministry also added that Fitch Ratings builds up its argument based on the existing financing model while adopting a backward-looking approach. The government denied speculation over cabinet approval being given for India to develop the long-delayed East Container Terminal, but two committees have been appointed to evaluate its development, including already forwarded proposals and investment opportunities for local companies. Ports Authority Chairman retired Major General Dayarat Naika, addressing the media in Colombo yesterday, said that the government was firm on its decision not to sell state property or sign up for large-scale loans to develop any terminal.
So this is an international business. The international business, shipping lines are in control, and they decide where to go and where to get the cargo from. And so we have to get all these things involved. It is not the sentiments, it is not our emotions that through those emotions we take decisions.
In terms of shipping, the Japan government also had taken a wise decision to get Indian involved.
If you look at the contents of the agreement, it is not a wise decision that they have taken. To take a big loan from a country, that's not a wise decision at this moment. We are not in a position to pay back. So we can generate, there are investors who are willing to come. So if there are investors who are willing to come, getting an investor and taking a loan is two different things. That agreement, we have to take a small portion and give the major portion out to the investor or the people who are giving loans. So there are a lot of clauses in that agreement. So those are being corrected in the present one. But still, I can say we have not finally decided whether we are giving or not. It is in the process of studying and analyzing what the best option to be implemented.
Colombo Port currently has 3 main terminals, and Colombo International Container Terminals is currently operated by China Merchant and Ports Authority joint venture. The South Asia Gateway Terminals Private Limited is run by consortium led by John Keel's Holdings and includes global giant Maersk as well Ports Authority. The third and the final JCT is entirely run by the Sri Lanka Ports Authority alone. When asked if the potential Indian company would be advantageous for the country, SLPA Chairman Ratnayaka said it would definitely benefit to involve competitors in the system, noting that 61% of the total 82% transshipment business was generated from India.
Adani is also a major operator in the region, especially in India. If you have to grab the Indian volume, that's also a good option. All these things should be looked at, and we are not going to get a wrong person on board now. So we will analyze all these things. In the free world, in the free media, people make allegations, people have different views and opinions, but when we take somebody in, we have to analyze properly and take the right person for our advantage. So that is it. So as a country, as a port authority, as a business, we have to analyze all that and take the best man into the business. So Japan is also on board right now, but so they are not making a big this thing, because people are asking questions. So it is actually you must ask questions. Why Japan is either. So only India you are talking about. These are two countries actually have been supporting us throughout, and two very important countries from this. No, they are not pulled out. They are in. They are in.
So if Adani comes or an Indian.
So they are coming together.
South Asia Gateway Terminals Private Limited General Manager Upul Janadasa, who joined with Ports Authority Chairman, explained extra burden which they have to shoulder to keep the businesses of the Ports Authority going on.
50-seater bus taking only about 25 people, and they're running up to Matara in the morning and in the evening, right? So, like coming back and then going back and then bringing them 4 trips. Yeah. So you have to do this because we.
The balance sheet?
There is. Now we are not making the profit that we used to make before, but can't help. We have to keep the port going. We can't close down the port. So at this time, all 3 companies, and like as I said, SAGT has a major interest in the Sri Lankan economy as well because we are a majority Sri Lankan, and then so as the CACT, they are also supporting all these things, and then we are together, and then we are investing because we can't let this close. And even if it is temporary, if we lose this business 80% and it goes to Malaysia or wherever, but luckily for our advantage, all those ports are also having trouble.
Stay tuned for more news right after this commercial break. The number of COVID-19 recoveries of Sri Lanka has neared 30,000 as more than 500 patients who have contracted the COVID-19 virus have been discharged after complete recoveries today. The country's total COVID-19 patient count surpassed 38,000 with another 428 persons testing positive for COVID-19 yesterday. Thereby, 392 were detected from the Paliagoda cluster, 35 were detected from the present cluster, while 1 was found from foreign arrivals. Significantly, most of the number of cases were detected from the Kaluthara district yesterday, surpassing Colombo district. Meanwhile, another 582 patients who have contracted the virus have been discharged from the hospitals after a full recovery, increasing the country's COVID-19 recovery number to 29,882. Moreover, the Health Promotion Bureau states that 13,895 PCR tests were carried out in the country yesterday. Thereby, police spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana yesterday briefed the media on the process of the random antigen tests that are conducted in the country.
The rapid antigen tests are being conducted at 11 exit points of Western Province, and in addition to that, the antigen tests are conducted at the exit points of Southern Highway. So, we are intending to conduct rapid antigen test along with health authorities for a period of 2 weeks till the 5th of January 2021.
Police spokesman Deputy Inspector General Ajit Rohana states that over 9,000 traffic police officers are deployed in special traffic operation round the clock to detect indisciplined drivers, especially during the festive season.
There is a tendency of increasing road traffic accidents, especially if we analyze the statistics in the past. The highest number of road traffic accidents are reported during the period commencing from the 20th of December to the 5th of January in each year. So therefore, we have deployed over 9,000 police officers, traffic police officers, in order to conduct special traffic operations round the clock to detect indisciplined drivers and the drivers who violate road rules and regulations. So if a drunk driver is arrested, he is not given bail at the police station, he is produced in the court, and apart from that, the vehicle that has been used by the drunk driver is also produced in the court. If a person is found guilty of the charge of drunk driving, his license is suspended, and apart from that, the court can impose 25,000 rupees fine, and in addition to that, an imprisonment. So therefore, we would like to make a request from all the drivers and riders. All the time, you must obey with road rules and regulations, and don't drive having consumed liquor.
Co-Cabinet spokesperson Dr. Ramesh Patirana states that in order to encourage local coconut oil producers, the Cabinet approval has been provided to import sliced dried coconut across 3 months instead of importing coconut oil. Industrials and experts in the field of coconut industry have pointed out that if more attention is paid to the coconut industry in Sri Lanka, production can be increased by 50%. Accordingly, various combined proposals presented by the Minister of Plantation and the Minister of Industry for the development of the coconut-based industrial system were approved by the Cabinet of Ministers. In order to encourage local coconut oil producers, importation of sliced dry coconut required for a period of 3 months instead of importing coconut oil has been granted approval. It was further agreed for the complete prohibition on the sale of coconut oil mixed with palm oil or other oils in order to protect consumer rights and brand name of the Sri Lankan coconut oil. Moreover, it was agreed to provide relief to prepay the loans obtained by the coconut industrials and to introduce relief packages to increase the productivity of coconut plantations such as intercropping, dairy farming and irrigation to encourage coconut cultivation. Stay tuned for stock updates. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a negative note today. The All Share Price Index dropped 5.90 points to close at 6,629.02 and the S&P SL20 dropped 9.90 points to close at 2,574.73. The turnover was 2.7 million rupees and over 94 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. And with that, we'll be winding up for today. See you tomorrow with State of Business. Until then, take care and good night.